BB, why you get lost again?
Hello YouTube. So I've been waiting for quite some time for this, and all these little bits of metal and stuff. Well, what is it? Well, it's a luggage rack for the Suzuki GSX-8S, and the idea is at some point I'd like to do a bit of touring on the bike, perhaps some short trips in the UK first, and then perhaps a few trips further afield, perhaps into Europe. Now I've tried doing a moto camping trip on the bike, and I used some soft luggage, which was alright. It's strapped to the back of the bike. It was a bit of a faff, but it's okay. It pushed me towards the tank a little bit on the seat, and it didn't give me much room to move around on. So I need something which is going to be a bit more comfortable, and I've seen this this luggage rack which fits to the bike, bolts on. So the idea is to put the roll top bag on the back there, which would give me a bit more room on the bike. I'm still in two minds about fitting it, because I think the bike looks really good at the moment, but I'm not sure if I fit this, whether it's going to make the bike look crap. Don't know. Anyway, I'm going to give it a go and just see what these bits and pieces are and how they fit onto the bike. And there's this little top plate adapter thing. I did have to order it in two sections. The first part was all of this metalwork for the rack, and then the second bit was this whatever it is, adapter plate. And it looks like on this you can put one of them D-locks and store a D-lock depending on how long the shackle is. So I shall give that a go. It's called a Monolock system. Anyway, see what happens. So rain, rain, rain. It's been raining all day long for the last 2 days. But anyway, I've got it fitted, and it was quite easy to fit. After I figured out what bolts and washers went where, it took about 30 minutes to fit to the frame. Really quite easy. Only problem I had, not a problem, but I had to fit the rear original tail light cluster to it, because my tail tidy I had on there looks okay, but the rack sticks out quite a long way, and I think with a bag on the back and possibly a top box it'd be difficult to actually see the rear light. So anyway, I've put that on, and I'm going to pull over here and show you what it all looks like. And I'll pull up here. So this is what it looks like with it fitted, and as I say, it was quite easy to fit. Basically it bolts onto there with a little adapter plate, two little bolts there, exactly the same on the other side, bolt in there, a little adapter plate, two bolts there. Now there's an adapter which fits just underneath here. I can just show what it looks like, just underneath there, and that fits this on. So what I've had to do is actually fit this this tail tidy back on, which is the original tail tidy, but because it's so easy to take off and fit back on again with this luggage rack, I'm only going to use this combined with this. And instead what I'm going to do is unbolt this and this when I'm not actually using it, and then when I want to actually put some luggage on the rack, what I'll then do is just bolt this on, take the original tail tidy off, and then put this one back on again, and that way I don't have to keep this on for too long. Now the reason I've actually had to put this back on is because my tail tidy stops there. you see, so it goes about there, which looks quite nice with all this taken off. It shortens the bike by quite a bit. But with that on there, with the bag here, or a top box here and another bag here, when you actually stand back, if you're in a high vehicle like a lorry, you can't actually see the brake light. So that's unfortunately why I've done this. I have covered my number plate, and to be honest, I don't know why. I keep seeing loads of people on YouTube who, whenever they film a motorbike or a car, they tend to cover the number plate up, apart from Freddie Dobbs. I've done it anyway. I'm not too sure why, unless it's to do with somebody cloning your plate. Perhaps you could leave some comments below if you know why people tend to do that. Is there any point in me doing this? I could have pixelated it out when I looked and did the editing of the video, but I couldn't be asked really. I thought it'd just be easier to put this on instead. Anyway, this is sold separately. So when you actually buy the rails or the luggage rack, you get the metal bits, brackets, bolts, but you don't actually get this plastic bit here. This is separate, and this is called a Monolock system. There's a couple of accessories you can get for this. You can get a long, like metal aluminium plate thing which fits on there, so you can put your roll bag on there. You could put your roll bag along lengthways, strap it on, or, which I might do, you can get a top box, different sizes, which then fit onto this thing. It somehow locks on to here. So my idea is to do a bit of touring on this bike, to use a top box, fit here, the roll bag fitted here, or even pushed into here, and then a tent here and sort of like strapped on, and that way this will give me some more space to be able to move around. Because when I tried motor camping with my bags without any of this fitted, I strapped the bags here and it pushed me up towards the tank a bit. So it does change the look of the bike, but it's not too bad. It's just a shame about this thing here. As I say, I'm going to take this off and this off when I'm not using the luggage, because it only takes what, 30 minutes or so, 15 to 30 minutes to unbolt it. And also, once you've fitted this for the first time, everything is in place, and it is literally taking that bolt off there, that bolt off there, and there's little bolts here which fit into the seat, and that's it. So overall, I'm quite pleased with it. I think it's going to serve me well.